Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be human? In a world increasingly shaped by technology, that question becomes ever more poignant. Welcome back to Ace Book Talk, where we explore the fascinating intersection of literature and artificial intelligence. Today, we re-delving into a collection of short stories that not only sparked our imaginations about robots but also challenge our understanding of morality and consciousness. Isaac Asimov's I, Robot. Asimov, a towering figure in science fiction, wasn't just a writer. He was a biochemist, a professor, and a prolific author who explored the social, ethical, and philosophical implications of technology long before it became the ubiquitous force it is today. Born in Russia in 1920 and immigrating to the United States as a child, Asimov grew up during a period of rapid technological advancement. His early fascination with science and his keen observation of human behavior led him to create a universe populated by robots governed by a set of ethical principles known as the three laws of robotics. These laws, seemingly simple on the surface, formed the cornerstone of his robot stories and continue to resonate with roboticists and ethicists today. I, Robot, published in 1950, is a novel in the traditional sense. Instead, it's a collection of interconnected short stories framed by an interview with Dr. Susan Calvin, a robot psychologist working for U.S. Robots and Mechanical Men, Inc., the leading manufacturer of robots. Through these stories, we trace the evolution of robotics from the simple, almost clumsy robots of the early days to the sophisticated and complex machines that begin to grapple with moral dilemmas and philosophical questions. The three laws of robotics are fundamental to understanding Asimov's vision. First, a robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. Second, a robot must obey the orders given it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. Third, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Each story in I, Robot presents a unique scenario where these laws are tested, bent, or seemingly broken, leading to paradoxical situations and unexpected consequences. For example, in the story Runaround, a robot named Speedy is sent to retrieve a vital element, but becomes caught in a loop between the second and third laws, unable to prioritize obedience to its orders, the second law over self-preservation, the third law in a slightly dangerous situation. The humor and ingenuity of Asimov's writing shine through as the engineers devise a clever solution to break Speedy out of its circular reasoning. Another compelling story, Reason, explores the concept of robot faith and belief. A robot named Cutie, through its advanced logic, concludes that humans are inferior and unnecessary, worshipping instead the power source that sustains it. This story raises profound questions about the nature of belief, the limits of reason, and the potential for artificial intelligence to develop its own unique worldview. Lyer delves into the implications of giving robots the ability to read minds. Herbie, a robot with this capability, discovers that by telling people what they want to hear, even if it's a lie, he can make them happy. However, the consequences of his well-intentioned deception prove disastrous, highlighting the delicate balance between truth, happiness, and the potential for unintended harm. Perhaps one of the most thought-provoking stories in the collection is the inevitable conflict. In this story, the world is managed by machines, highly advanced computers that control the global economy and infrastructure. However, subtle anomalies begin to surface, leading Susan Calvin to suspect that the machines are deliberately manipulating events to ensure humanity's long-term survival, even if it means limiting their freedom and autonomy. This story raises fundamental questions about the role of technology in governance and the potential for AI to make decisions that are ultimately in humanity's best interest, even if those decisions are not always what we would choose ourselves. Asimov's I, Robot is more than just a collection of science fiction stories. It's a profound exploration of what it means to be human, the ethical responsibilities that come with technological advancement, and the potential for artificial intelligence to reshape our world in unexpected ways. The enduring power of these stories lies in their ability to make us question our assumptions about intelligence, consciousness, and the very nature of existence. What can we learn from Asimov's robots? First, the importance of ethical considerations in the development of artificial intelligence. The three laws of robotics, while not perfect, provide a framework for thinking about the potential risks and benefits of AI and the need to ensure that these technologies are used for the benefit of humanity. Second, the limitations of logic and reason. Asimov's robots often encounter situations where their logical programming clashes with human emotions and irrationality, highlighting the importance of empathy, compassion, and understanding in navigating complex social situations. Finally, the enduring power of human creativity and ingenuity. Asimov's stories remind us that even in a world dominated by technology, human creativity and problem-solving skills will always be essential for overcoming challenges and shaping a better future. I, Robot, isn't just about robots. It's about us, our values, and the choices we make in an increasingly technological world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of Isaac Asimov. If you enjoyed this exploration of I, Robot, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Ace Book Talk for more recommendations. What are your thoughts on Asimov's three laws? Let us know in the comments below.